I'm really excited to share my journey with you on overcoming my caffeine intake. I've become hopelessly addicted. I drink at least a gram a day. I wake up, have my coffee, take my pre workout, get to work. I'm cracking an energy drink like 2 hours into my shift, maybe sooner. Maybe I'm drinking one on the way to work already, and I'll have another one, maybe another one. So, five, five drinks, and then I have caffeine pills. Take these bad boys. Caffeine and L-theanine, okay? So something needs to change. I'm worried actually that something will happen eventually. I have a good heart rate. It's in the 60s typically. I don't get sweaty palms anymore. I did have some concerning labs that my creatinine was 1.31, which depending on which testing system, the value might not even be that high. But it's at least at the very high end of normal, which isn't normal for someone that's supposed to be healthy. And I want to be healthy. All these drinks, they talk about being healthy. They got the vitamins, they got this. There's no aspartame. Well, the other artificial sweeteners that they use, the Ace K, and I don't even have one of the drinks here to show you because this is the new stuff that I will be talking about in a second. But I don't have those. You've heard them, you've seen them, probably had them. They don't have aspartame, as if, yay, this is healthy. All the other artificial sweeteners are okay. No. Unfortunately, big business has lied again. Ace K, that's in Alani and a couple of the other ones, is not even allowed in some countries. Okay? The sucralose, it's the other big one. Also, hot garbage, inflammatory. So, if you're going to start eating healthier and you want to cut out the seed oils and you want to cut out the gluten products that are come from these hybridized wheat products that become just this they have the ability to cross your blood brain barrier because it causes leaky gut and it causes a whole host of issues that I don't even want to get into. But say you start eating healthy, right? And what's the last thing? For me, it has been caffeine. I need to keep moving. I got things I want to do. I'm trying to accomplish things with my life. I have goals that need smashing. My dog's shaking. So these goals become a lot easier when I have caffeine. But it's a roller coaster. And I keep finding myself on the bottom end of that roller coaster. And I'm pumping up, pumping up, pumping up, pumping up. And I feel great for a while. I love when I'm on point. But the worst is not even when I'm trying to go to sleep. Go to sleep just fine. I sleep too much. It's hard for me to wake up. As soon as I'm depleted from these chemicals, I'm lifeless. I have to motivate myself. Discipline isn't enough. Nothing is enough. It's like it's a bottomless pit that I'm stuck in. And I have to remind myself of what I'm doing with my life and why. It's easier when there's like negative consequences, like I'm going to be late to work, I could get fired or something. But when I'm working on my own stuff, which is the most important, because I don't want to be at my job forever. I want to work on my business and do my own things to help out. If I can't work on that, I'm not working in a way in my life that I'm progressing towards I want to. So, in comes this beautiful thing. All right. From an awesome company called Petrichor. It's lightning, it's mushrooms, it's lemon blueberry, and it's actually super delicious. I was skeptical because I've become really reliant upon these sweeteners to make my things taste good. And filtered water, wild blueberry juice, organic agave nectar, Natalie's lemon juice. Natalie's is banging. Got the best grapefruit juice I've ever had. And then you got petrichor mushrooms. They have a proprietary blend of this super nano emulsified lion's mane mushroom and cordyceps mixed with a terpene called limonene, which, if you like your sativas, limonine's in that. Not that it's cannabis related, but it is part of plants. So it gives citrus. It's terpenes are the volatile chemicals that have that fragrance, right? So if you bust open an orange, the room smells like orange. That's a terpene, which enhances cognition, which I've known because I've had a cannabis company, or still do. Lemon extract, non-GMO citric acid, which is awesome because citric acid is typically just a mold grown. It sounds like it's from citrus, but it's really hard to say how they're growing it. So it's nice to know that they have a healthy version of that. And then potassium sorbate. So that's actually an okay preservative. Now you see, in the next 30 days, I'm going to spend the first week still consuming coffee. If I absolutely need it, I will. Sometimes I do telemetry. I got to be on the computers at night at the hospital and I can't be falling asleep. Or someone could die or I could lose my job. So, if it comes to that, I'll have a coffee at work. My goal is after the first week to go completely caffeine free and to use something like this continually. Someday I might not even be drinking any kind of energy drink per se, but I know mushrooms are super good for you. So there's really, not only does it get to be a beverage that's just delicious to drink, to sip on, that is, something different than water. And I don't want, whatever those little squeeze things are, other things to enhance the water. Sometimes it's just nice to have a drink, okay? It's not always growth. Sometimes you want some comfort too, 30 days, caffeine. So let's see what happens, I had one today, and as I was talking while I was drinking it, I was amazed that I had this sensation. And I was more energetic, and I was wondering, damn, what did I take? I feel something. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Wow, lightning. Man, they got to get this at LIB, Lightning in a Bottle festival. But maybe they can sponsor it. Feed your head. Live in vital glory. And it's the world's first nano-emulsified mushrooms. It's high tech. It is... It's the first step in my real recovery because I've never not had an inflamed body. And an inflamed body has all kinds of issues. For one, the one that I'm suffering with the most that I know of could be other things that I'm not even aware of. I don't know how good I can feel without all that crap in my body. That's the whole thing about this. I don't know how good I can feel. I know when I gave up pizza, it was the hardest thing I ever did, but I felt amazing afterwards. I feel amazing that my dermatitis isn't flaking off my face, that I can scratch my head and have a couple little dust particles fly away from being in a dusty house with the dog. Even though it's really pretty clean in here, honestly. But it wasn't the dandruff, that's my point. That just trickles off and scratch and get itchy, and you're like, oh no. And it comes all over your clothes, and you can't wear dark clothes because it shows it too well. So anyways, lion's mane and cordyceps, focus, energy, and flow. Thanks to the guys at Petrichor, Howard and Mike, for getting me started on my recovery. And the coolest part is, while I was there, I've been going hard on the energy drinks. So I made sure I had enough for the month, because I know I'm going to need them. And my goal is to get to, I guess one a day would be the goal. But two's okay. Some days I'll have 3. We'll see what happens. If I need more, I'll drink more. But I'm going to document this. I'll check in. I'll check in every day. It's not always going to be with this setup. I'll just do it on my phone sometimes. But we'll see how it's going. Today's 1 of 30. It is June 26th, I guess. Huh? After midnight? Yeah, no, is it Thursday now? Man, shit. I had Monday, Tuesday off. It's June 26th, 2024. All right, so let's see if I can go from a gram of caffeine a day or more sometimes to just a couple of these awesome mushroom drinks. You know, I've had some of the other ones. What's it called? Like True North or something? It was gross. A lot of them are gross. They don't have like the flavor profile right. That like bland seltzer, but then it has like a chemical taste to it that those other ones have. It's not. It's like it's healthy, but if it's gonna be like this, I might as well drink the unhealthy ones. So to be able to have something that actually tastes good, something that I can sip on while I'm working to enhance the quality of my work, enhance that creativity, tap into some of this sacredness. These mushrooms are sacred. They came here a long time ago, and they're fundamental to the planet. We would actually not exist without mushrooms. So life on this planet would cease to exist because they keep us alive. They're amazing. So if they can keep the whole planet alive, I'm thinking it will probably benefit me quite a bit. Way more than those really crappy B vitamins they put in that you don't really absorb. Or like the taurine. There's one product that really has that in it. And then you got all the pre-workouts and stuff. And it's just a bunch of hijacking of your sympathetic nervous system, And I owe myself better than that, what I've been doing, because I'm really not only loving myself, but I'm really beginning to like myself. And as I begin to like myself, I need to be able to be a person of integrity so I can do what I say I'm going to do. And that only happens by having energy. Otherwise, it's always difficult and it's painful. I say less, I do less, and I'm excited to see this 30-day journey because caffeine has been crippling. And this roller coaster ride could really just smooth out. And thanks again, Petrichor.